Good morning, children. So let's start our last written chapter. This is the last written chapter, and then chapter number 19 is not written. Okay, that's an oral chapter. So this will be your last written chapter. Heavenly bodies: the earth, the sun, the moon, and the stars. Okay. Children, here you have to finish this work. Draw the picture of the things that you see in the sky, in the spaces below, and fill in the blanks. The dash gives us light in the day, dash shine at night, and the dash is the brightest thing in the night sky. Alright, just do these and then we'll start the chapter. When we look at the sky during the day, we see the sun. Okay, in the daytime, we see the sun. At night, we see the moon, isn't it? And many stars. If we looked through a telescope, we would see much more of the vast space all around the earth that we call the universe. There are many objects, please underline, children. There are many objects in the universe such as stars and planets. All these objects are called heavenly bodies. Please underline. Okay, you have to underline this, that many objects in the universe such as stars and planets are called heavenly bodies. People have always enjoyed gazing at stars in the night sky. Everybody used to everybody likes to see the sky. Everybody likes to see the stars in the sky, isn't it? And the group of millions of stars they form. There are different shapes are being formed by the different stars. So, a group of millions of stars together with gas and dust held together by gravity is called a galaxy. So, this is a galaxy, and galaxy means a group of stars. They are held together by gravity. Gravity means there's a force which is holding them together. Alright. Millions of stars, they form a galaxy. So there are millions of galaxies in the universe. Children, when we see the millions of stars, they are forming one galaxy. But we are able to see only one galaxy. But like that, there are millions of galaxies in the universe. So some stars are grouped together in such a way that they seem to form a pattern in the sky. Alright, and such groups of stars are called constellations. Children, please underline groups of stars. What are the groups of stars called? Constellations. Alright, there are 88 constellations recognized so far. So 88 groups of stars are being recognized. Okay. One pattern has been drawn for you. You can see here the Great Bear constellation. What shape does it form? Yes, it is called the Great Bear, means it's the form in the form of the bear. Alright. So like this, there are many other forms, children. Constellations in the night sky. So you can see the names here. Ursa Major. Then Cancer, Leo, Orion. Like this, there are many other, children, which you should remember. And you have to draw these diagrams in your copy better. Alright, just moving ahead. The sun is the closest star to the earth. Please underline. Questions can be asked in the fill-ups. The sun is the closest stars to the earth. Stars are hot glowing balls of fire. This also can come, dash are hot glowing balls of fire. The sun is so big that many earths can fit inside it. Can you believe that? The size of the sun is so big that many earths can fit into it. But you will say, ma'am, the sun looks so small. But yeah, why it is looking so small? Because it is very, 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 very far away from us. Alright. Okay. It appears small because it is very, very far away from us. It is one of millions of stars in the universe. Alright. The sun is, please underline, the sun is a huge ball of gas which keeps burning all the time and produces its own heat and light. We call this sunlight. You know that? The sun, it keeps burning all the time. You stand in the sun nowadays and we can't bear the sun. Can we bear the sunlight, the heat of the sun? Though we are so far away, still the heat of the sun is so, it is so extreme that we can't bear the heat. It is so hot for us to bear the heat, isn't it? So what do you think? As we go closer, what will happen to us? What may happen? Dangerous, very dangerous. So that sunlight, you get it only because the sun keeps burning. So it helps in many ways. This is very, very, very important, children. How the sunlight is useful for us. So sunlight helps plants to produce food. We all know that plants produce food by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, photo means light, synthesis means making food. How do they make food out of photo means they take the use of sunlight. Instead of, if there will be no sunlight, there will be no making of food by the plants. Okay, it kills germs. Sunlight heats water and turns it into water vapor. Okay. On cooling, this water vapor forms cloud which brings rain. So, because of the sunlight, the water which is present in the open, sources of water bodies, the water bodies like lake, river, sea, ocean, streams, ponds, whatever you see, wherever it is open, because of the heat of the sun, the water turns into water vapors and then it moves up in the sky and then it forms the cloud and then you get the rain. So you get rain only if the vapor is forming. Now vapors will form only if there will be sunlight. Alright. So this is so important. Sunlight is so important. It melts the snow on high mountains and melting snow provides water that fills river. Sunlight helps our bodies to absorb vitamin D. This is very important. Everybody should go into the sunlight before 9 a.m. Now it is too hot, no? 9 a.m. also it's hot. So 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock you should sit in the sunlight, children, so that you'll get the vitamin D. Vitamin D helps your bones to keep it strong. Alright. Energy from sunlight is used to produce solar electricity. Nowadays you see the solar panel. Yeah, and the solar panel, it helps to produce the electricity. So during winter, everyone likes to sit in the sun and enjoy its warmth. So now the winter is gone, it's sunny days started now. Okay. This is very important line written here. Without sunlight, there would be no life on the earth. Okay. Without sunlight, there will be no life on the earth. So how important the sun is. So these are very, very, very important points, children. Please remember these points. Alright. Sunlight helps plants to produce food. It kills the germs. Okay. So sunlight heats water and turns it into water vapors. Right. On cooling, this water vapor forms clouds which brings rain. No, we dry our clothes into the sunlight, so that all the germs will be killed. All the houses which are very, very good ventilated houses, we say an ideal house, the best house or the good house should have lots of sunlight coming through. Okay. So it helps the body, the bones to get stronger by taking vitamin D. It helps in producing the electricity, right? So these are the very, very, very important advantages of the sunlight for you as well. Okay. So just read it one more time and you will remember. Out of, you can see here there are 7. Out of 7 at least you can write 5. Yeah. Just look through it. Learn it. Alright.